Hello everyone, welcome to this video. In this video we will be learning how a button works in Godot, okay, and how you can use a button. Okay, button. So how button works in Godot. So talking about button, you can create buttons in Godot obviously, and just give it a name like button, and whenever you click that button you want it to do something else. So how can you do that in Godot? So in Godot you need to learn a method called signals. So whenever you click that button, then it will emit signals. Okay, emit signals and it will get emitted into your scripts. So yeah, this one is your script. It could be a C#, it could be Visual Script, Visual, or it could be ZD Script. Any script you want. Obviously, we will be working with ZD Script for this video. And like whenever you click that button, then that script will be fired up. That script will be running, and then you can obviously do your things in Godot. So let's go and open our Godot, and let me just show you how a button works in Godot. So now I'm in Godot. You can just create a new project. I hope you know how to create a project. So what are we gonna do is, obviously we're gonna have a 2D scene, and let's put as, instead of 2D scene, let me just remove this, and over here as you can see we have something known as user interface. I will just click on that thing, and inside this you can add button. So there are lots of types of button which you can obviously use, but for this video I will be using normal button only. So let me just click on that button, and as you can see it already created a button, and as you can see this is our Godot, and over here now this is your button. You can just, this is your screen obviously, and this is your button. So yeah, it's right over here. You can actually move it on middle if you want, and it's quite small, so I will just move it in the middle of your game. Now obviously you can set text for it, obviously like click me. Let me just write click me only. So as you can see we have got click me. Now let's see some of the customization you can do in buttons, and then after that we can just do some of the things. Now obviously you can make this button larger also, like this, from here also larger, and this is your button. So as you can see right now you can just align it on left, the text over there, and you can just make a button flat also. So flat button won't be appeared, so it won't have any type of button surface, but I won't be using flat button for now. And likewise that you can use expand icon also. You can use icons in button also. Let me just show you. As you can see you can just use an icon, and with the help of this expand icon you can just make that icon look a little bit bigger. Now if you turn clip text, then that will clip it. So likewise that, as you can see, if you go down then disabled, then you cannot use that button obviously. So there are lots of things in this button. You can obviously go ahead and try it out yourself, but let's see some of the things like margin. So as you can see, if I put the margin, then it's making smaller. So yeah, that's all about margins. You can just see with the anchors also, like where to exactly put it. And if you increase that anchor, as you can see, it is doing some weird things, which we obviously don't want. I will just make it this much, and that's a quite nice button. Now over here, if you want to customize your button font, then you have to go for custom fonts. Right now it doesn't have any custom font, so you can just go ahead and load a dynamic font over here, but I don't have font, so I won't be loading it. You have to download the TFF file and load the font obviously. I will just remove it for now. Now for font color, you can give it specific color, but you haven't loaded a font, so you cannot give it a color right now. So obviously let me just save this scene and just run this scene and just show you this button is actually on the screen. And as you can see, you can actually click on this button. So this is about button. Now there are lots of things you can do in this button, obviously. Okay, so let me just disable these things. Now you can do lots of things right over here, visibility, mouse, all of the things you can do. Now let's talk about signals, which I was talking about. Okay, so signals, whenever I click that button, then I want some text to appear right over here. So what I will do is I obviously need a text. So let's get a label. So I just got a label and I will just put it over here. So it's just quite nice. Now this label is disappeared because I haven't written anything on this label right now. So I haven't written anything, but you can obviously do the same thing as you have done with this button. But for now, let's make this label empty, and we will, whenever we click on this button, then we will be displaying clicked. Okay, so yeah, now what we need to do is we need to click on this button. Now if you go in this thing called node, you have got a lot of things, so we'll be talking about those. But first let's go in its parent node called control, or you can obviously use button node also, but I would like to use parent node because we need to modify the label. So what I will do is I will click on this button, then it will attach a script. Over here I will go for empty, and it inherits control, so just keep it as that thing. And after that after that you can just save your script in any folder you want. You can just choose any like native script, visual script also, but for now I will be using GD script only. So I will just make it this much, and as you can see we have got our script. Now what we need to do is we'll go into our button and go into node. It has signals and groups. Groups are order chapter. We will be talking about groups in other videos, but let's talk about signals. So signals you have button down. Whenever you click that button, that button will went down, and like you can just hold that down button and it will keep on emitting that specific thing. So likewise that we have button up, pressed, toggled, and we have lots of things which you can obviously try out. So these are node things and these are base button things. You don't have to worry about these other things because I think you guys know that, but these are main base button things. This is for control and these are for nodes and object, but these are for buttons. Now we have toggled, button pressed, button up. Button up means whenever you haven't clicked the button. Let me just show you all of these. So I will go for pressed and double click on that, and now we have attached script into this control. Now we will just hit connect, and as you can see it will show you things like this. So what I will do is I will go ahead and change the label. So we have label, as you can see. You can use get node also, or you can just use a dollar symbol also. Label dot text equals to, I will just put like hello you just clicked. Okay, so that was cost. So yeah, and if I run it, as you can see, if I click on this, it is showing me hello you just clicked. Okay, hello you just clicked, it is actually showing me that thing. Now obviously this level is right over here. This is the starting point of this level, so I will just put it over here so it just displays over there. And now if you see on now what I want to show you is button up. So yeah, whenever you click that button, as you can see, whenever you press that button, it just shows you hello, you just clicked. Now what I want to show you is I want to show you some other signals also. So as you can see, we have something known as button down, and now I will just connect it over here. And button down, in button down I will just give the same thing over here. Now you won't be seeing any thing over here down. Now you won't be seeing anything. As you can see, whenever I click this button, it just shows that, but whenever I hold this button, it is showing me hello, you just clicked down, and hello, you just clicked. So that's how button down works. And if you are talking about button up, then you can use button up also. Over here there is button up, and you can do that specific thing in button up also, up. But what we need to do is we need to remove this one, because button pressed won't be working now. So you can click on this one. You have to disconnect it, by the way. So to disconnect it, you just click on there, and we need to disconnect this pressed. Right click it and disconnect it. So we have toggled also, when toggled between pressed and normal states. Okay, we won't be going much more depth into toggle, but I think you have got, like, whenever you hold down and button up, button down, button up, button down. That's how it works. So you can actually use this button to do a lot of things. I won't be making this tutorial long because it's already 11 minutes, and a brief description in buttons. Thank you.